Hello guys, good evening, welcome. What can I say? We haven't spoken or seen each other for a while, but unfortunately it's a period in which I'm very busy. As you know, this takes away time that I gladly dedicate to you. But I have other priorities that I have to deal with these days. But apart from that, in the meantime, thank you, because the YouTube data says that you like the thing, you are interested, and therefore I am very happy. And even the messages you send me make me full of joy. But precisely for these messages today, I decided to carve out 10 minutes for myself, because today I was having lunch with people. And I received two messages 10 minutes apart that made me think for a moment. And I would like you to make these reflections with me. In the comments, report me calmly if I say bullshit, or if I say something that is unclear, or if I say something that in your opinion is not. How do I say it? Because I need it. Because at least we have a cross-examination to talk about. I got a message from someone today. Do you know when you open messages that the first thing you see are smileys? No. Why do the black one with the zipper stand out as color and face? No red one with a zipper that I honestly hadn't seen so many times. I open the message and it's from a girl who complains that she doesn't sell. He's practically making books, not selling. And then he asks me what I am doing wrong, if there is a secret or if the time can be shortened. The word that caught my attention for a moment is this. If you can shorten the time, I said later, I will answer you in 10 minutes. Instead, I received another message from a couple of boys. They are husband and wife. They have a clothing store and 3 children, one of whom is chubby. 2 beautiful, really beautiful. Who told me they started in early February. Who told me they sold 250 copies of the first book that was for Valentine's Day, and now they were starting to sell it was just under 100 copies for an Easter book. These two things at such a close distance, 10 minutes, made me click. One trig actually fuck, but then they have the secret. They understood what the magic formula is. Instead, this girl doesn't. I have to help this girl. I started to analyze a little the messages that you have sent me in the last 4 months, and I found things in common, both of those who complain and those who do not complain and come. You need a secret. You need to understand how to increase your sales, because not everyone sells. And so there is something that either I transmit to you in the wrong way or you do in the wrong way. So could it be that what I am teaching you is not correct, or should we look for another cause? I went there looking for it and I found another cause. I know that this video may not be to everyone's liking, but we need to take a moment to face things as they are. The thing I noticed, what's the magic ingredient? What is the magic ingredient is making books. All those who complain or who ask me the lesson on ads, who ask me how to launch, who ask me how to make the website, how to make the landing page and everything, when you go to look, they didn't make books, they didn't produce the book. And since your end is the sale of the book, you make money from the sale of the book. You have to produce the material. We have seen that books can be produced in a very short time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We want to exaggerate a quarter of an hour. We want to be real losers. Let's do an hour, but dedicate an hour a day to this work. It's a job, guys. I told you from day one, it's not an easy way to make money. To what? It is a much simpler job than others, but above all, it is much more remunerative than others. With low content, you can really make good money, and if you want, I will prove it with numbers, because photographs, dashboards, and everything are one thing, but the numbers don't lie. Are the numbers not refutable when the numbers are correct? No one can say no to you, this number is not. If you do 2 + 2 and 4, there are no rules or things that can break the spell of 2 + 2. For we said that the solution is to make books. The newlyweds who sold these copies, made the book, and sold 200 copies with $2 in royalties. It's few, it's $400, it's fine, I agree with you, it's few. They made a book for Easter, now they have produced 3. I think they work 20 hours a day. I repeat, they have a clothing store, 3 children from them I can also expect. But for those who are trying to leave physical work, to make other choices in life, to move to places that give them greater pleasure in life, greater security, and a different pleasure in life, I do not accept that you do a book a month. You can make a book a month of fiction if you write it yourself. You can make a book a month in full content if you order it from the publishing house, if you wait for the cover, if you wait for the copy, for the description and everything. But a book that you have to produce yourself in half an hour must be ready. What I want you to understand is that the production of the book is what makes you make the breakthrough, the magic ingredient to sell and produce the book. And I'm going to give you another speech, which I'm sure many people won't like. But my email is open under YouTube. As you can see, the messages are not filtered. You can write what you want, and I try to answer everyone. If you do 1 book a day, then dedicate, we said half an hour. Let's do 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day is 30 books a month. If we talk about Sudoku, word search, mazes, if we talk about diaries, planners, translate them into the other 4 languages: French, German, Spanish, English, German, Francis, German, French, Spanish, English. Okay? In 4 languages, you have to translate 5 words, 10 words. You don't want to do that? You guys will deal with it. I have already spoken with Daniele Dreita of Jebes Lab. They do translations. We will find a way to give you a hand, but do it. It means that in an hour, if you dedicate an hour to this business. With the 4 translations, you have 4 books in 1 hour. That's 120 books a month. If you multiply 120 books a month by a year of work for 365 days for 12 months, you know what that makes? About 1,600 books. 1,600 books. You want to sell 1 copy of the book, 1 copy a day, 1 copy a day for $2. Do you know how long it is? That's $7,000 a day. These are figures that I am only giving you at a numerical level because I hope you will do it, but it is almost impossible. Excuse me, but isn't making a copy of a book a day difficult? Making $7,000 a day with books isn't hard if you consider 1 copy a day. We want to be more optimistic. We want to be more real. Let's make you sell 1 copy every 4 days, okay? 1 copy every 4 days. 1 copy every 4 days. A DSR of 300,001 copies per day. We said it's difficult. We make 1 copy every 4 days. 1 copy every 4 days of 1,500 books. That's 250 books a day, 270. I don't know. Take the calculator and do it because at least you give me an idea. If you sell 1 copy every 4 days, or of your 1,500 books, only a quarter, a third sell. Do you know how long a year is? You get over 100K easily, but those are numbers. So the question you have to ask yourself, first of all, do you want to do this thing? The second is, you have the potential to make a book a day by dedicating half an hour a day, an hour a day. I'm not asking you to write the Divine Comedy, to take a template, adapt it to what you want, edit it, make a cover, and put it online. We're talking, guys, about really basic things, but really basic, especially for most of you who have studied how to do full content, how to do a CT scan, to send to a writing house, how to ask for a briefing, how to send a briefing to the graphics company. That is, we are talking about things that you have made a deck like this and only you know the results. There are those who have done a K year. There are those who have done 100K year. There are those who have done 150K year. But the common thing is the commitment that these people put in. Going back to what I told you before, are you able to make a book a day, half an hour. Of this book per day, you are able to multiply it by 4 with translations. It's about translating a copyright page that once you have it is always the same. The title, 3 words, 4 words, the subtitle, another 5 words, is publish it. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. You have the potential to throw out 4 books a day. But it is a very plausible potential. It is not an unattainable potential. It is a potential within everyone's reach. And pay attention to one thing. We've always talked about books that sell a copy. Let's not talk about those books that sell 51 to 100 copies. Did I show it to you, or are we not talking about those notebooks or those diaries that arrive at the purchase in bulk, and in a day they make 280 copies? I showed you. Let's talk about one copy a day. Are you able to make 1 copy a day? Because if you can't, I want you to be honest with me and tell me. Well, say it. Mamo, we are not able because he taught us badly. Because what you say is not achievable in the times you say. Because the software you recommended to us is not good. Why did my cat die? Why did I lose my wig? That is, you have to give me a motivation so that I can work on this motivation and go and see how I can help you. I have a number in mind which is a very precise number. I marked it down so as not to lose it. To make 100 huts, you have to sell 136 copies a day for $2. With 136 copies a day out of 1,500 books, we're talking about 10%. Pareto tells you that the rule of 80-20, 20% of the books you have are 80 for 100, go look for it. You are able to sell a copy a day with 10% of the books we make. I tell you, let's do it, because I do them too. We do them together. Do you have trouble making books? Tell me. Have you opened the message under YouTube? Write to me. I told you, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. I can't answer everyone, and unfortunately I have other things to do. I also have my own job, which takes up very important time. But on YouTube, I respond to everyone. So let's see together what blocks you from producing a book a day. I want us to get together to produce 1 book a day. Then, if you don't make 100K, but you make 10 of K is 10K, cost 0. But making 10K would mean selling 13 copies out of 1,500 books you have produced. That's not likely. And really throw statistics to the ground, kick the numbers. Any math teacher will beat us up. In summary, think about what I told you. Take a piece of paper, do what I told you, check the numbers and correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm one of the few who always ask you when I say a bullshit reported to me. You reported that I made a mistake in some calculations in a video. I immediately put them in place and have a way to talk about something. Make sure there are arguments to address this. As you know, I publish on KDP. I publish on other platforms. I publish on ACXE. I earn from all of them. So I will never come to tell you, don't do ACX, don't do K of P, don't do full content, don't do erotica. No, I won't tell you. But for sure, I can tell you that right now, the no content structure, as I'm trying to convey it to you, is definitely the best form of business you have. If you put on an investment gain scale, that is, the scale does this, the investment is 0, it's 0. If we take away those $20 that you spend on software, it's 0, because even the extensions I gave you are free. So if you don't have the result now, you have to blame yourself and blame yourself. It's not a reproach. It's an analysis of your own situation and say, fuck, Mom, you're right, because I didn't dedicate that half hour to the production of the book. You're right. Or, what do I know, Mamo? You're right, because I didn't find the keyword. Okay, let's look for the keyword next. What do you want to do? A Sudoku starts making the book. We have it there. We spent half an hour. The other half hour we dedicate to keyword research. If you have other things that you want me to convey to you, I repeat, tell me. report it to me, and I will do it to you. Okay? Sorry if the tones are a little heated, but I hope you understand, as I told you from the first video, that I consider you friends at this moment of people with whom I want to collaborate, people I want to lead to a result that when I meet on the street, they don't even call me a Smurf guru, but they tell me, fuck, we want to drink a coffee. That makes me happy to spend a quarter of an hour with you. As you can see, I don't have our usual coffee today because I have a sore throat and I took medicine. I can't take caffeine, which for me, guys, is really devastating stuff. So you've seen it tonight and you don't even want a good coffee at all? But I want to read what you think. I remind you to put a like for those who haven't done it yet, to select the bell. And guys, today, what to say? Let's update on the messages. Let me see what you think. Let me know if I said something wrong, and I want to see the results. I want to see your results, guys. Thank you. Hello, everyone.